sometimes I feel like a Zamboni. Guys, welcome back to another behind the scenes episode of Maxximum Motors. My name is Gary. I am the car guy who does everything out of a storage unit. Don't have a garage, but you probably already know that story. Today's episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. I am going to start working on Amanda's car. So this is a 2018 Sonic RS that was formerly owned by an elderly couple. We know the mechanic who serviced this car. Low mileage. It's got like 116,000 kilometers. I think Amanda's put nearly 5,000 kilometers since she got it, or we got it in February. The car inside is immaculate. Car outside is pretty good as well. But like I said, we got it in February this year and it's never been paint corrected. So I'm going to start that process today. Don't know how far I'm going to get. I do want to Claybar it, get all the contaminants off the paint surface, and then get it ready. I don't think I'm going to wet sand it, but I'm definitely going to compound it and polish it. So how's your day going? How's your week going? What are you up to? This is my long week of work, so 55 hours. Not all of that paid for, but I consider each day that I'm involved with work, whether I'm paid the whole time or not, to be a day involved with work. So start at 10 in the morning and finish at nearly 9 o'clock at night. Anyways, car wash is going to come available here. We're going to go and give her a wash down and then go from there. Let's go. Buddy there in the tiny Hyundai, rocking a Swedish flag sticker and a Sweden license plate frame. That's pretty cool. And in such a tiny car, he's got like a massive system. He's like totally pounding out the beats there for a second. It's pretty funny. Anyways, so we're gonna get the car washed up, get it back to storage unit. I'm gonna stop at Tim Hortons, get myself a nice coffee, and then let's get this thing spiffed up. Let's go. That way. Well, when the car wash is done. Hey, welcome back to the storage unit. So just spent the last little while sweeping unsuccessfully. So in the fall, the leaves start dropping, and you get a lot of biological detritus, I think is the word. And it blows in here, and when I'm here and does stuff, I try to keep it clean and tidy, right? And then they whip through here like it's 400 kilometer an hour racetrack and stir up all the dust and shit. So the car's washed, but it's not wiped down. So I'm gonna give it a quick wipe down and stop at Timmy's. Discovered a door ding. That's always good. So since the last time I showed you guys around here, I just cleaned up a little bit, kind of got some of my paraphernalia. Here's my window sticker for the car. That is a Killboy shot from Tail of the Dragon last fall. And, hey. So and since last time you've seen this, I, for additional peace of mind, went back to Princess Auto, got a couple more heavy-duty bungees. I figured 4 is better. 4 is better than 2. In case one breaks, I don't have to worry about it coming crashing down on the car. And for anyone wondering, that's for my mom. That's a walker. And when we take her out, that requires a lot of walking. My mom is 80. Then we bring the walker along, throw it in the pickup truck. So so I'm just going to eat some Tim Hortons. Got my breakfast sandwich. Shameless plug for Tim Hortons, or a Canadian thing. And looking at the bug on the floor, freaking around. Exciting stuff, I tell you. Anyways, gonna get to Claybarring soon. And get this thing wiped down. I'm gonna come up with a lube sauce concoction, and then get this car knocked down, get some of the contaminants off of it. I don't know if you can pick this up. That's new. What happened to people respecting other people's property? That's what I want. But overall, like the rig is in pretty good shape. And it's her first car, right? Like, I was gonna get her one of those. I mean, I would have gotten her a V6 one if she wanted one. But, you know, we had to do the little finance deal, you know, and they won't finance beyond like a 2018 car, so those are a little bit older than 2018 anyway. Anyways, okay, well, I'm gonna go and eat, and then we'll get back on camera. And yeah, just for something weird. That thing's gonna drop its leaves anytime soon. It is a balmy 75 degrees here today. That's why I'm back in t-shirt mode. But the cold is coming anytime now. The cold will be here. Anyone want a bike? Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I had my breakfast. Already got my hat wet. Man down. Like brand new hat. Not even shitting you. Probably a little leftover juice from the iced coffee. Anyways, I'm gonna do my own homebrew. So we're gonna do like 4 parts water, a dash of Dawn, and probably a little bit of alcohol just to give it a cut and reduce it a little bit. So that will go into the spritz bottle, and I figured why wipe it down if I'm just gonna have to wipe it down again anyway. So we'll do it in a one-shot deal because, you know, I like the path of least resistance. So I think I'll get the homebrew done, and then I'm gonna park it, I don't know, probably down there where the black car is, because there's shade and the sun is still intermittently making an appearance. Oh, and on the weekends we get the old World War II bombers flying by, right? So the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum is like 45 minutes from here, and we're right in the flight path. They're in Hamilton, a place actually called Mount Hope, which is up on a mountain. It's not really a mountain, but anyways, they call it the mountain. And so we have one of 2 fully air operational Lancaster bombers left flying in the world. We have one of them. And lately they've been flying their American plane. I think it's a McDonnell Douglas affair. In fact, you guys might not hear it on camera if I shut up for a second. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. That is the twin engine job. So I think that is the McDonnell Douglas they're flying around. At a glance or in the distance, it does look like the Lancaster because it has the same twin tail fin arrangement, but it's only a 2-engine plane. Don't know the actual designation of that one, but they fly them all the time. You can basically pay to go up in one of the old warbirds, which is pretty cool. So if I happen to catch it flying over, I will tilt the camera up to the sky and we'll try and catch it for you guys. The sun's right at me right now. So anyways, so I'm gonna get the homebrew done. This is why I keep extra water bottles kicking around. No, like, put a water bottle in your car with good intentions, you drink half of it or 2/3 of it, and then you leave that 1/3. Well, I don't dump it. I just bring them here and then I use them as I need them for my cleaning stuff. Good old Don. It's just a skosh. Kind of low on alcohol right now. Like, I just go like Dollar Tree and get myself one of them bottles of alcohol. And then this is a separate spray bottle, but it's got some in it, so I'm just gonna put a dash in there to reduce it a little bit. And put that one back together. And we'll give it a shaky shake. And I have my juicy juice. Alright. So it just frothed up inside, but that's okay. All right, now let's get that thing into the shade. Yeah, I don't think it's ever been done. I can just see that the surface contaminant is coming off. So I'm gonna go and get my detail spray. I'm probably gonna give it a spritz with that. Now it could be too that, you know, the car hasn't been really bucket washed, right? Just like all the rest of the stuff. But we'll get her done. We're going to bring this car back. Okay, so I just wiped down the hood. So if you're a non-believer, you know, and that car just went through a $16 car wash with modern car wash equipment. Now I know it probably wouldn't be that dirty, the surface, if I'd bucket washed it, right? But I don't have the means to do that, so here we are. So one half the hood is done. I don't know if you can see or not. We'll try. I should have done like a Alex Palmieri legit street cars thing and put like a piece of tape right down the center, so you could do like a before and after deal. So this side's not done. This side's not even wiped down with anything, so it's, you know, watermarked the whole 9 yards. This side is done. So I get the sense that this paint is really soft. So that's good and bad, right? I mean, that means it'll come back easy, but it also means that you can never ever do anything in direct sunlight. It'll just make it worse. But right time of the year too, right? I mean, if I did this in July, that would just not be a good idea. Not outside. Okay, well, mission accomplished there on the hood, I think. Good enough. You know, it is a used car. There's a lot of fine touch-ups in this. Someone took the time, not me, to go and touch it all up. It definitely cut down, though, on the swirl marks. I see a few in the leading edge here. But keep in mind, this is the decontaminant stage, right? So we're just taking off all the, you know, rail dust and other, you know, bird droppings, remnants, anything that gets up into the atmosphere, pollen, that a regular car wash won't necessarily take off, right? So I'm going to continue with the rest of the car. Okay, so I'm going to carry on with the rest of the car. Tomorrow we're going to the Last Chance Car Show in Niagara Falls. We're taking, obviously, that. It's fairly clean right now. I don't really need to do too much to it. I'm just going to give it a look over before I leave here. We got errands to do today, so I'm just going to carry on with the car and get it done as quickly as I can. And carry on with the day. All right. Okay, we're making progress here on the old Red Rocket. Got all the windows done. I got the doors and the fender done on the driver's side here. And I got the back glass done. So I haven't done this quarter here, if you can call it that. But the next thing I'm going to do is tackle the old roof. That's going to be fun. Hence the step ladder, because I am height challenged after all. So let's get that done. Let's go. So I can't convey this really on camera, but up here, I just caught it with the rag. Like when I get further up into the roof here, it's kind of like sandpaper. And you want it to be smooth like here, like a baby's bottom kind of deal, right? As they say. You want it to be smooth, not feel like sandpaper. So if you can get it to feel smooth from being like sandpaper, then you know the clay bar's done its job, right? Okay, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I'm seeing a whole bunch of sanding marks in the roof here. So the car had one hit on the Carfax for like $1,600. And I'm wondering if it had a little bit of hail damage. I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not. But those are non-factory. Usually indicative of like a paint shop is like just doing it quick and dirty and didn't knock it down to, you know, like say 2,000 grit to get out the scratches. But other than that, like the car is pretty well mint for 2018. Not bad at all, really. So we just got this side of the car to do. I did the hatch, and then it's just the back bumper, front bumper, tail lights, headlights. I'll knock it out pretty quick. Next time I come on camera with it, it'll be done. We'll do a little B-roll action on the old Red Rocket, as we like to call it. All right, let's go. Okay, car's almost done. So I just got to go over it one more time with a clean cloth and detail spray. But we're getting there. But before I get to that, I got one little chore pet peeve of mine before we lose this thing altogether. So this doohickey here goes there, because you know these are high quality main vehicles. So once in a while, because these are still like the old manual pop-up deals. I mean, they aren't manual, they are power, but every once in a while when that pops up, this decides to either come off altogether or at least in part. So one day it was gone, and then I found it like down in here. So obviously it has a mind of its own and wants to depart from the vehicle. So we're gonna probably just dab that with a tiny bit of silicone there, and once that dries, it will never come off. All right, we'll get that done real quick. Let's go. Okay, just the tiniest of dab. And we're just going to carefully fit her over. And then as I push it down, the silicone will create a seal. And that's it. Okay, that was easy. You know, I have a tendency to get silicone on my hands all over the place. Yeah. Okay, well, that's done. Let's go. Okay, and just like that, stage 1 of the paint correction project with the Red Rocket is done. So it is now 99.9% claybarred. So really the only thing left to do is a little bit on the front bumper cover. I will address that this Thursday when I'm off, weather participating, when this thing gets a full compound and polish and paint seal. So stay tuned for that. So in the meantime, someone wants me to put stickers on her car. Wonder where she got that idea from. I have no idea. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. And until then, live life to the max. Let's go. That was the Lancaster Bomber. So what do you think of your car?
You missed this.
Where?
It's shiny.
All right. So it took all the surface,
It's brand new.
took all the surface contaminants off, right? It did all your windows too.
Can you put these on now for me?
All
So
right.
they're straight.
So that's 5 horsepower extra. So she's at plus 15, guys. All right, where do you want them? So she's just gonna wipe off the dust. So you want it to match that one, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, and where do you want the other one? Up here in the corner? So yeah, I gotta drive this car with Country Girl. I know you're laughing.
Right there.
In Dolly, we trust.
In Dolly, we trust.
Okay, I gotta do this. I'll show you guys after we're done. Are you excited?
Yes.
What do we do?
Put stickers on.
Okay, show me.
This one.
Oh,
Jelly Rolls, Good Night, Nashville.
that's exciting. And
In Dolly, we trust.
then we already had that one.
She's country.
Oh boy.